Hello, it's Debbie Skyrme. I'm Celebrant Spain, and I have a ceremony on Tuesday that I'm preparing for. So I thought I may as well get you guys involved as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a salt ceremony, and I'm going to colour my salt. So I thought you might like to know how to colour your salt. So here we have a packet of salt, just ordinary salt. And I'm going to pour some of it into my bowl. So you can just see salt in bowl. It's like Blue Peter, isn't it? Now, why do you have a salt ceremony? You can have a salt ceremony for many reasons. And the reason that we're going to have one is to claim the area as our own. Because this ceremony is going to be very special and it's going to be outside. It's somebody's new home. And they want to claim this kind of area as their own special ceremony area, but also because they're going to be living in it, it's kind of like a housewarming as well. It's also something of an elopement ceremony, so we're combining the wedding elopement with the housewarming. So what I'd like to do is to kind of claim the space just temporarily as our own. And salt is really good for this because salt of the earth, salt comes of the earth, and we're here on the Costa Tropical. We have a very salty sea here too. So we're using the salt. Now, salt historically was very valuable. People used to be paid in salt, and salt was very important to the economy. Also to ourselves, salt is incredibly important. It's one of the essential minerals, one of the electrolytes. So without salt, we don't exist. Salt in flavouring, salt brings out flavour. There's lots of analogies that you can use, and you can bring in all kinds of salt anecdotes and stories and associations into your ceremony. So salt's really good for that. Anyway, back to colouring the salt. So all you do is you get some chalk, coloured chalk. These are just children's chalks, and I've got lots of different colours. I'm going to go for the purple because it's the longest one that I've got. I've got a grater. Here's my grater, and I'm just going to start grating. So here we go. Grate. Just grating it in there into the salt. And because the salt is dry, it mixes very, very well. The salt is dry? No, the chalk. Because the chalk's dry, it mixes very, very well with the salt and takes the colour. I'll show you in a minute. So this is my purple. So again, you can use colours for their different meanings. It could be chakra colours. Could be colours that have particular meaning to the couple, favourite football team, anything like that. And here we go, a bit more purple. I want it to be quite a good colour, but we can always put some more in if we want to. And then mix it around, mix, here we go. And the salt begins to take the colour of the chalk. So I've got a lovely pale lilac here, so I can make that darker if I want to. I think I will make it a little bit darker. Let's try this finer grating side. Takes a bit longer, but it's more like chalk dust then. So I've used this trick on a number of occasions, and it's worked very, very well. So what I'm going to do in my ceremony to claim the space, I'm going to, sorry, there's a car going past. I'm going to pay my respects to the different points of the compass, north, south, west and east. And we're going to pay our respects to the, standing on my tiptoes, the energy and the elements. And I've got some words, special words that go into the ceremony. And so I walk around and I make a circle and saying special words. Not an incantation. It's not. We're not evoking anything. That's not my thing. I'm not sufficiently knowledgeable in evoking, or I'm not Wiccan, for example. So these are just words that pay respects to the energies of the north, south, east and west, the different points of the compass. Here we go. Nearly there. Make sure I don't grate my fingers. And mix that. Mix, mix, mix. Oh, that's lovely. So we've got a lovely lilac salt. And I'm going to put that into my container. Here we go. So I've got my lilac. I'm going to mix a little bit of pink as well, I think, because I think I'd like to have the effect of a layering. So I'll have some more salt and I'll have a layering. I say pink, I need to have a look, see that I've got some pink chalk, which I do, luckily. That's good. So yes, it's very easy to colour your salt. You have chalk, salt, a grater, and the salt takes the colour. And it's a really creates a beautiful ceremony, something different to a sand ceremony. And of course it's very eco-friendly, and when we leave the ceremony space, we can mess up the circle and we can then release the ceremony space back to the elements, or we can just leave it there, a bit like a fairy circle. I know that this is going to be a very important space for the couple that are involved. As I say, they're getting the keys to their property at the same time as having their elopement ceremony. So we're bringing everything together. We're having like a blended ceremony for them. So yeah, that's how to make coloured salt. You're very welcome. I'm Debbie Skyrme, Celebrant Spain. You can find me on celebrantspain.es or on all social media as Celebrant Spain. Thanks for listening.